Hello everyone, it's Mike Lazar here, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue our Byzantine notation series by talking more about characters that utilize elaphron. Now today we're going to cover two new characters that are very important to know. The running elaphron, or continuous elaphron, depending on who you're asking. Basically, what this does is it is two apostrophe that go down not at once, but consecutively. So for example, here I have an ison and one running elaphron, which is equal to two apostrophe. So if you look at this, vupani, vupani. So this is essentially just two apostrophe, and the first one gets a gorgon, meaning that the note that it's on and the note before it, so this note and this note, are going to become half a beat. So one more time, vupani, half whole, half whole. Right? Not too difficult to understand. Now we have the Hyporoe, which is essentially the same thing without the gorgon. Now you might be asking, why do we have Hyporoe and running elaphron? Why can't we just have one of those characters? Well, it's easy. To use the running elaphron if there's going to be a syllable that falls here. But don't worry, you don't have to know this. This is only important for writing music. It really doesn't matter if you want to chant. You could literally go 100 years without knowing this and you'd be fine. The Hyporoe, on the other hand, doesn't have a syllable that comes at the bottom. So what does this mean as a chanter? Absolutely nothing. All it means is that there's two different uses to use them. So let's look at here. The Hyporoe has two apostrophe come after it. So vupani, which is the same as here. Well, this has a gorgon on here. So it would be vupani. But imagine there's no gorgon. It would just be vupani. Right? So now we can do some interesting stuff with the Hyporoe. We can add a gorgon here. We can add an apli here. We have to know, where does the gorgon go on these two, and where does the apli go on these two? Well, here's the way I like to think of it. The gorgon wants to speed things up. So the gorgon wants to come before. It doesn't want to come later, it wants to come now. So the gorgon is going to come on the first one. The apli is how I like to think about it. You usually want to extend the end of a phrase. You usually want to add a beat at the end. So the apli adds to the second apostrophos, the extra beat. I put in apostrophos here, klasma here. You can simply use an apli, doesn't matter, it's the same thing in this context. Here, we have the gorgon and apli. I know this looks confusing, but just think about it like this. The gorgon goes on the first one, and the apli goes on the second one. So right here I have an exercise, and I just want to show you one thing. When you have an elaphron with a klasma, the last note just becomes two beats. It just becomes like this. It's the same thing with the Hyporoe. Right, so let's look here. I'm going to do each phrase partly, and I want you to repeat after me. Ne ni pa vu pa ni pa vu ga vu pa vu ga vi vi. And this goes up 3. Ni ni zo ke zo ke di ke di ga di ke di. Now this one's a little harder. Let me slow it down. Di ke di ke di vu ga vu pa ni zo ke zo ni. So now I'm going to do the whole thing, and then you can repeat after that. Ni pa vu ga vu ga vi ni zo ke di ke di ga di ke di ke di ga vu vu ga vu pa pa ni zo ke zo ni. That's the whole thing. Now this one's a little more difficult, but if you take your time and do the parley accurately, you'll get it correctly. Because remember, you have to practice Byzantine with proper parley if you want to master Byzantine. That's how it works. So I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, I'd greatly appreciate if you liked and subscribed. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one and have a great day.